it was a weekend of European rugby finals. Nowhere else to really start than with the fact that Munster man Ronan O'Gara conjured up a coaching masterclass to inspire La Rochelle to a last scarf 24-21 Heineken Champions Cup final victory over the juggernaut and four-time champions Leinster. Boys, what a result.
Unbelievable.
I'm just so happy for him. Like, how good. I don't think Leinster were that sloppy. They were leading for most of the game.
Did I call La Rochelle?
Didn't we both? Did I call Leinster?
You definitely said Leinster.
Oh, fair enough.
100% said Leinster.
I don't know if you called La Rochelle, though.
I'm going to make up that I said La Rochelle.
But I'm so stoked they won. You look at the game, right? Oh my God, how Leinster didn't pull away more in the first half. Like La Rochelle, so many penalties. And people going, how did they get away with it? I mean, what was it? Was it 7? I can't remember. 7 or 9 penalty shots that Sexton had a goal, and obviously it was almost like a test match for them. They were just knocking over the points, whereas La Rochelle, 3 tries. Yeah, it just goes to show it's not all about, because you just felt like the amount of penalties they were giving away. I don't know why. Just the score never really got away from La Rochelle. It was always, they were still clinging on. And I thought Leinster would have punished them a bit more, but La Rochelle just went at their breakdown, didn't they? Just went for it, just throwing everyone. Yeah, and also that at the back, they were anticipating that interplay so well. Like every secondary release. So every time that they'd hit that forward pods up, Leinster would hit that forward pod, and they're hitting up Sexton at the back. Mate, their second release, they were just anticipating that all game. It was really impressive. They were just desperate to get into Sexton.
What's the second row where he did the little trip?
It wasn't Skelton, was it? No, I remember. I don't know what his name was, but I know what you're talking about now. I thought he was going to get a bigger. It was going to be way worse.
Yeah, like it's what there's. I think there's 15 minutes to go. La Rochelle are just about getting in, and then he just sticks his foot out and trips mate up the second row for La Rochelle, and you're like, oh no, what have you done? But it's easily done. You know, you just think, oh, just stick a foot out, trip him over.
I don't think that.
I get it.
Maybe you do.
I get it. Oh, go on.
Thomas Laveau.
Thomas Laveau, yeah, with his little trip up. Oh, God, he must have been absolutely bricking it on the sideline thinking, what have I done? What have I done? But it just made La Rochelle stronger. I think they just went and...
Mate, Skelton had only played like 15 minutes of rugby up till then, bro, for like months.
In a whole month, yeah.
Bro, he was unbelievable. I'm telling you, he's like the Shaq O'Neal of rugby, mate. He's just so freakishly athletic for how big he is. Mate, he was unbelievable. And Raymond Rule, Dylan Lades, they were, mate. And I thought like how hard they were playing at the gain line, like the way they were just spreading it, like gunslinging. You know how like Leinster were just so flowy and deep out the back, whereas, mate, La Rochelle are so hard at the line. Like they were throwing a lot of balls into touch, but you could see what they were trying to do. They were just trying to hit it up hard at the gain line. The big Winnie Antonio and that, getting the hard yards and then just spread it fast. Ehigh West out the back looking deadly.
Fair play to him. So let's move on to the celebrations. Oh my. No, and before you ask, it doesn't beat my bus tour that I had in Glasgow. Before you ask, it's it did. It definitely beat the Glasgow bus tour. Oh my God, that port looks ridiculous. Have you been there before, Matt?
No, I've not been there, mate.
I've been there, and there was like 3 people walking around.
Yeah.
To suddenly see it like that. Holy hecker.
Yeah, the only thing that reminds me of is like Toulon and its pomp, you know, back in the day. Like Toulon got like that every now and again. But mate, that's magical. That's the French rugby in it. That's just so good.
I actually look at it, and this was looking at it the wrong way, but look at the logistics. How do you get the bus out of there? Like what happens when it's right in there and there are thousands of people around it? And how are you getting out of there? And what happens to the players on the top of the bus? Like, what actually happens?
Sorry, you worried about? So you're like, there's like 35,000 people on the streets of like a 70,000 person town, and you're like, ooh, bus looks gridlocked. That.
But yeah, how are they going to get out? How are they going to get out? And what about people just diving into the port? Just like, yeah, I'm throwing myself in.
Yeah, I was loving that. They were just like, fuck it, lads, I can't move. I'm swimming round.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, no, I do worry about the how
Few
that
bonfires
bus
in
got
there.
out there. But yeah, for a little town, that was mental. Some celebrations from them. So fair play to them. It was good to see, and there was some funny old memes of Rog and Sexton like floating about.
I didn't see them.
Oh mate, go and have a little look for them. They're hilarious.
God bless.
Right. You guys are obviously playing Leinster this weekend in the URC quarters. Don't give away your intricate game plan, but are you going to follow like a similar blueprint to how La Rochelle managed to kind of dismantle the Leinster machine?
Yeah, we've obviously looked at bits of that. We beat them last game of the season, I think, last year. So we had a little bit look at that, and like, listen, when they get quick ball, they're bloody good. Like, they're just on the front foot. You cannot stop them. So that's why I think La Rochelle gave away so many penalties, because they were obviously trying to push it too much. There was so many offsides. But like Max said, that's because they were just trying to fly up, shut everything off, like not give them anything. So it almost worked. Like, they gave away a lot of penalties. I know a lot of people are asking how they didn't get a yellow card earlier from all the pens. I think it was something like 9 pens in the first.
Yeah, it was getting free.
Minutes. So you just got to stop them. You just got to slow that down. And I mean, the way we play rugby, we'll be all right with our attack side of things, but it's trying to stop them getting the front foot. But we'll be all right. Listen, we're going to see them at some point, like I said, whether it's quarters, semi, or final. But might as well get them now, then you get a home semi. So let's see how we go.
Hey, looking forward to next week. We can be celebrating the win.
We have to win as well, because it's my wedding anniversary and Bex's birthday on Sunday, so I can't be having one of those Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday thing with Bobs.
Anything
for the sake
planned?
of my marriage, I need to win.
Is that the captain's talk at the start? Boys, we've all got to do this, because honestly, it's our wedding anniversary. Let's go from a brilliant final to a relatively shit one. Let's be honest, Max. Were you disappointed by how one-sided the Challenge Cup final victory for Lyon was over the Galacticos of Toulon? Let's not forget.
It was shocking, wasn't it? Like, what the devil happened there? I reckon they just had their final in the semi. They got weird for the Saris, the multi-time champs, and then they thought they were just going to roll Lyon, who would battled their way through, almost losing to Glasgow and Wasps. And sorry about that, right? But
Hold on a minute, but that just a little note there.
Oh no, they were class. They played
lost to the champs. We lost to the champs of
exactly.
The 26th
lost to the
best
champs.
team, 26th best team, and
you should have won against the champs. 26th best team. Yeah, in the great words of Nick White.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great. But you got to give credit where it's due. Like Lyon, a lot of their players stood up and looked class. Big Joel, again, we were speaking about him recently. He was outstanding in B, especially. He got caught up in that one pick and go. But mate, that's a tough
but not
transition.
just that. He missed the tackle before that, then got back to the line late because he was a bit lazy, and he's let him score. But anyway,
I like that. I don't know what's going on here.
I don't know. I watch him, and it was some of the times like. What happened? Oh, when the knockdown came, they got the penalty try.
I just saw him fuck up the one try on the pick and go.
Yeah, no. Sorry, but I'm saying the way he reacts. What is it, footballer? He was giving it the old going like that to the ref, running over, pointing at mate on the floor. Chill out.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Play coming in a bit.
No, like the theatrics. It's gamemanship. It's gamemanship.
This was getting too much, almost on the scene of like football. You know how they run to the ref.
Okay. He's a young man, still a boy.
No,
but Tuisova, flashbacks when it was looking very, very convincing, running with some serious violence in mind. I thought Charlie Nartai also.
Yeah.
Very
absolute shift.
Very good. And then Olive, but I thought Olivon played very well for Toulon. But yeah, it was a shame about the rest of the Galacticos not really standing up, so to speak.
Right, just I mean, I know you know this because you played in those games, but you did end up being edged out by the champions of Europe and the Challenge Cup champions. and you didn't lose by more than 8 points in any of the games against. You played 3 games against them, so you know,
coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yeah, there we go. But look, there was a talking point as well in that Challenge Cup final. Big thing about the 72nd, I think, minute ruck clear out by Eben Etzebeth on Niniashvili.
Oh, he was class, actually.
Yeah, he was good.
Mate, he was very good.
Oh, except for that try that.
Yeah, the try. I was like this. I was like, no, buddy.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that was heartbreaking. But then he came through in the end anyway.
But yeah, sorry. Go on, Mark.
No. Because, I mean, he's going to be someone, right? I mean, he's only, 19? And it's always good to see Georgia. Yeah, 19. We're talking about Niniashvili, right?
And tackling Eben Etzebeth.
He dumped Eben, and then Eben lost his head and tried to slot him. He's not even over the ball, mate. He's just cleaned him. What are your thoughts on that, Rye? Tell me, what's your viewpoint? That's a naughty boy step, that one.
Well, it's right. Okay, here we go. Right, ready? I agree, because I think you can't really see it from the camera angles, but I think he's whacked shoulder to head.
Yes.
So it's a yellow card. He should be.
He's not even on his feet.
Yeah, but hold on. The problem is sometimes with these new laws that if the refs aren't reffing, that tackler's got to roll away straight away.
Yes.
And they get in the way.
I
don't know. It probably wasn't a trend during the game, but if you sometimes then you have to deal with that yourself and get them out of the way. If they're on the wrong side, like if he stood up, you can belt him. Like even if he's just getting up, you can belt him. But I agree, you could see it was head loss and it was reckless, and he did hit him in the head. So probably. By the way, how did he stay on the field?
Yeah, fair. That Georgian skull, mate.
He was Sparko, wasn't
he?
I'm saying he's
on his feet later.
He's in a lot of trouble, mate. That's pretty unacceptable. I think there was a head gone moment where he's been dumped tackled by a winger.
Yeah.
And then he's tried to get his own back, and he's gone red. He's gone to the dark side there.
Yeah, no. I agree. I think it wasn't right. Like I just sometimes think refs get annoyed with you. The refs have to ref those players out of the way sometimes. This was probably a different instance because he didn't have time to even get back to his feet.
Yeah, he's literally like this on the side. Cocoon.
Just getting maimed, but it's reckless from our old mate Eben.